It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And here's Lewis. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down, Green Bay.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Marcus Peters
decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
48-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2 yards.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchup.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
To number 17, Devontae
Adams. There to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
At the 19-yard line.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Six 0 our score after one.
With the score, Packers 6, Ravens 0.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish an inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
4 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Let's go. Let's do this.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1.
And goal.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins there to make the grab. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down and 3 yards.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Packers.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking deep, and this will be caught at the 30. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
On the throwaway. It's now 4th down.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby.
A 32-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this carries into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Eluding the pressure right. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And the lead is up to 5.
Extra point is good. Makes the score Ravens 14. Packers 9. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here's Lewis. Able to power through. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
Now Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
2nd and goal.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers have retaken the lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 85 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Jackson's going to look to run it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Packers 17. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here's Lewis. Bulldozes past him. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 61 yards. And the Packers are back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll start with the option. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over 1 minute to go in the game. Throwing now is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 35, Packers 23. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.